To I'm gonna talk about Bill Cosby and the women. He's decided to sue the women, and I don't blame him because if he feels confident enough to sue them, they must be lying. Roland Martin calls out the mainstream media, Don Lemon for ignoring the Daniel Holocaust rape case. I find it interesting that the black women have records, just like the Cosby women have records, but they didn't hurry up and go convict this cop. I bet you if they were white, they would do it regardless of whether they had a record or not. Another thing, I think that with the Hall's Claw case, black women unfortunately have a reputation as being seen as hoes, which I never understood because if they're going back from slavery days, black women were forced to have relations. They weren't signing up for that. It was either get whipped or spread your legs. I mean, seriously, who wouldn't just go and spread their legs and call it a day? News only covered when the police are killing black men. He did not. I know that this cop didn't pick white women because he knew he'd be put under the jail for that. Gilbert Arenas' comments were sexist. He thinks that the WNBA, the women's basketball league, would be better if the women were half dressed. That's sexist as hell, but I gotta agree with him on that one. I mean, it's sad, but unfortunately, sex sells. And when it comes to women, that seems like the only time they want to be bothered or see them as athletes. It doesn't make sense, but I do see what he's saying. I really hate to say it like that. I like how Gilbert didn't back down and give a fake apology like most people would have. He just like, look, I said it, deal with it. I can respect a person that's like that. Another thing I came across was Azelia Banks. Call herself throwing shade at Lil' Kim, K. Michelle, and Diana Ross about bleaching their skin. Yet congratulating Dancia for selling bleaching cream. This girl don't know whether she coming or going. Either you're pro-black or you're not. If you dating white men and you want to bleach your skin, then you kind of have issues. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against the interracial thing. But how can you be one time you're militant all of a sudden, then next, I'm going to deal with white men because they're easier. And I'm going to go bleach my skin. Pokey. Bleaching, I will discuss the bleaching thing a little bit. Bleaching is really for like elbows. You see how my elbow is darker than the rest of me? And knees. I can't show you my knees right now. But that's really what bleaching cream is for. It's not to take you from Hershey Bar Brown down to peanut butter or a light skin. That's not what it's for. I wish she would pick a side with her crazy self. I'm going to save all the stuff I got to say about Trump. I'll just touch on the black man talking about his son was killed by a gang member, and that's why he want them kept out of the country. These minorities, and plus it's two black women that stumped for Trump, and I noticed she was talking about building the wall and everything, and I noticed whenever he has minorities on, they're loud and they fit a stereotype. Now this last guy, he was the only one that acted like he had sense, even though what was coming out of his mouth was crazy. Because he was talking about Trump is a gift from God. No, he isn't. He don't like minorities. And him and those two black women, they got to realize that if Trump keeps out the Latinos and he gets his way with the Muslims, guess what? He's coming for the blacks and the Asians next. So as a black person, I hate to say it, the other minorities take the heat off of us. So it's not smart to go against the other minorities when white people coming out for them. Granted, Indians, Asians, Latinos don't side with blacks. They usually stay up under white folks so they can get the stuff they need. I get where blacks come from, that when it comes to them, they don't want to help. But hate to say it, unfortunately, it's a catch-22. I don't want him to build that wall because I know if he gets rid of the other minorities, we're next. And another thing, I don't like how Trump thinks that we stupid And just because he first in one breath he says, oh, I'm gonna keep out the Latinos and the Muslims, then he go get a Latino or a black person to co-sign his BS. Pookie, ain't nobody stupid. We know you don't like minorities. I'm still not voting for him because I don't understand how the Republican Party is for blacks, females, and poor people. I'm all three, okay? I think that part is just for rich old white dudes, which is Trump. That's all I got to say about Trump. I didn't like how... Okay, well, that's all I got to say for today. Y'all have a nice day.